Hello dear students, welcome to the online education of class 7 science. Dear students, in the previous class we discussed about the pulse rate. Okay, so this is very important concept of the lesson. So pulse, it is nothing but it's a pressure. Okay, so it is due to the flowing blood flowing in the arteries that gives the pulse. Okay, so how many number of times the pulse beats per minute is called pulse rate. This is very important. The doctor checks whenever you go for a doctor. Okay, so an resting person, an adult resting person usually have a pulse rate between 72 to 80 beats per minute. Okay, so we can find the pulse even on the some other parts of the body also. You can just record the pulse rate of different of your classmates. Okay, so you can make a list of that. Okay, so here it is given in table 11.1 that we have discussed in the previous class. Okay, so now let's move on for the next concept, that is veins. As we discussed about the arteries in the previous class, let us discuss about the veins. So veins are the vessels which carry carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body back to the heart. This is nothing but impure blood, is impure nothing but the blood which is mixed with the carbon dioxide. Okay, so whatever the carbon dioxide is produced from the cells, so these veins carry these veins are the vessels, okay, which carry the carbon dioxide rich blood from all parts of the body to back to the heart. Okay, the veins have the thin walls, whereas the arteries have a thick walls, but the veins have a thin walls. So there are valves present in the veins which allow blood to flow only towards the heart. Okay, so there are valves which are present in the veins which allow blood to flow only towards the heart. Okay, they are going to allow the blood to flow only towards the heart. Okay, so look at the figure here 11.3. So this is a schematic diagram of circulatory system, human circulatory system. Look at it here. So here there is a heart in the middle, so above that there is a lungs. Okay, from the lungs the oxygenated blood is supplied to the heart, okay, through the pulmonary artery. Okay, later on it is from heart, the arteries carry the oxygenated blood to each and every part of the cell. So later on what happens, the impure blood, the whatever the waste uh, carbon dioxide gas which is produced, no, so wastage, that is carried through the veins and again it comes back to the heart. Okay, now from these veins, through the pulmonary vein again it will reaches the lungs, carbon dioxide again from nose it is removed. Okay, this is how the circulatory system takes place in the heart. So if you refer to the figure 11.3, you will see that the arteries divide into smaller vessels. The main artery divides into smaller vessels. These smaller vessels, on reaching the tissues, okay, they divide further into extremely thin tubes. We call them as capillaries. Here you can see when the arteries reach the tissues, they again divide into thin tubes. Those tubes we call them as capillaries. The capillaries join up to form veins which empty into the heart. So these capillaries, they join up, they combine together to form a vein. So again they join together and they form a veins from which the it is emptied into the heart. Again that veins carry that again back to the heart. Okay, so now let's know what is heart and what is its mechanism. Okay, so the heart is an organ which beats continuously to act as a pump for the transport of blood, which carries other substances with it. Okay, so the heart is an organ. Okay, it's a kind of organ which beats continuously. Okay, which continuously beats since our birth, okay, till our death. Okay, so it organ, so which beats continuously to act as a pump. It is just acting like a pump for the transport of the blood. Okay, for transportation of the blood it acts as a pump which carries other substances with it. So that also carries other substances with it. Okay, so imagine that a pump which is working for many years without stopping, how happens here, what happens to them, to it? Absolutely impossible. So but yet our work, our heart works like a non-stop mush pump. Okay, the pump may go no, it may come for damage or it may lose its efficiency, whereas absolutely the it is not impossible in case of heart. It works like a non-stop pump. So now let us learn what about the heart. Okay, so the heart is located in the chest cavity, okay, with its lower tip slightly tilted towards the left. Okay, so it is located at the in the chest cavity and it with its lower tip slightly tilted, bent, slightly tilted towards the left side. Hold your fingers inwards on your palm. So imagine what is the size of your heart. Just you can imagine that you can just hold the fingers inwards, fold it inwards on your palm, and that is the size of your heart. Okay, so that is the size of your heart. How much size is the fist size is yours? So that is the fist size is the heart of yours. Okay, so your heart is roughly the size of your fist. Okay, so now there is a question here, so it's confused. What is that? So already we learned that arteries always carry oxygen rich blood. We पहले explained that the pulmonary artery carries the blood from the heart. Okay, so it carries the blood from the heart, so it is called an artery and not a vein. It carries the carbon dioxide rich blood again to the lungs. Pulmonary vein carries oxygen rich blood from the lungs to the heart. So this is the concept that we learn from this schematic diagram of 11.3. So let me continue the remaining part of the lesson in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.